Okie doke, let's keep this session going. I have closed the door to my office so that you cannot hear the sounds of the washer lest it frighten you. Laundry is very, very scary after all. Okay. So do I want to go after this the Basilius of the Seleucids now? Certainly I need to go after this army of Kolkis because it is just sitting there menacingly. He's just standing there menacingly. They may very well take Seleucia next turn. I don't know if they count as being inside of the province. No, they don't. Okay. Ugh. Yeesh. Let's break all this stuff down. I can make this probably a... Yeah. No. I'm waffling on this because I'm just thinking about the public order issues that are coming. You can kind of see the public order issues are coming. For a minute, it looked like the public order was higher with him not in the town. Or lower with him in the town. You know, people were happier with him in the town, which isn't usually how that works. But sometimes it seems to work like that way right after taking a city. Speed for light cavalry, Melee attack is good. Morale during offense is good. Minus attritional loss while besieging is good. Plus ammunition is great. Just morale in general is decent. 6% attack skill and defense skill. That's awesome. Construction of siege engines is okay, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. And I haven't picked up Royal Guard yet, so I don't remember what's behind that. I have this for range. And I have this for range. And I don't remember what's behind Royal Guard. Let me check. Let's find out. Oh, morale for units in owner allied territory, and that's it, apparently? Or it's unrelenting force, maybe? Seems like melee attack and defense is better. Yeah, indomitable infantry is good. I probably should have gone with that more. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, let's go for Kolkis next turn. If they don't try to take Seleucia for themselves, they will certainly fall to us next turn. We should be able to catch up just fine. And from there, yeah, we really have to decide what we want to do with Zeno here. And my thinking at this time is to just let him starve. I mean, he can't bring down the populace here. They're too happy. They have too many temples. He can't attack Automatu. If he returns Seleucia, he's going to starve. If he stays in Automatu, he's going to starve. We'll starve too, but this army is a throwaway garrison army. I don't care about them. They can starve all day. Yeah, he can raid out there forever as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to go for Kolkis and then head east, probably. Okay, from there, how's our food situation here? Not great. A lot of these places don't have good food. It's like we've been at war for a long time or something. Probably going to take Mazaca right now. It's poorly defended. Probably going to follow that up with Iconian. Wait. Can't reach. I would like C-Day more than either, but I'm going to have to just hold my patience there. Yeah. Anything defending Iconian? No. And what kind of garrison do they have? 18. Not bad. Not good enough. Nothing defending Ankria, but a robust garrison for sure. But we could still take that with how many archers we have. Yeah, we might own this whole region soon. I think we will. I think Zero will be able to pull it off. She might have to sacrifice the purity of this army and roll in some other units like maybe these 2-speed swords, Galatians, Chad-Latians as people call them on the Discord. And I still got to think about maybe moving some of these units out of my cities because they are starving me out here. So half of that is Ozalces here. Speaking of Ozalcius, do I want someone else leading this army? Probably, right? Who from my dynasty is, like, capable of leading? Who would be a decent commander? You should be a General Petra. Are you already a... okay, you're a governor. Good. I was just looking at her traits like, hello, we need to put her in a city. What about you? What are you doing? You're a politician. You're rank 1. You have nothing. You have a bonus wealth to agriculture. What are you doing? You're only rank 2. Mining, agriculture, and then I have a lot of military stuff down here. Not great. My optimization of my provinces is not fantastic. This is not the best build, but the Medewi temples are not quite as easy as, like, say, Athens. You know, the Sacred Grove is just really powerful, in my opinion. But I should use that guy somewhere, though, where we have lots of infrastructure, lots of agriculture. But we really just don't have a crazy focus anywhere. The best spot would probably be the province of Mesopotamia. I mean, it could have a farm everywhere. In fact, I think I'm going to set him up that way. Probably plop him down right in Seleucia. What was his name? Sagdodonakos. Sagdodonakos. Where the hell are you? There you are. You can just be like a hoplite. There you go. Have fun. And kill people for me, please, if they attack the city. I don't know how you would accomplish that, but I believe in you. Okay. Eventually, Mesopotamia will probably be a real agricultural powerhouse. In the meantime, let's continue using the Kushite nobility to make people shut up. There you go. Make that city happy, or happier. We will take Mazaca this turn, but let me make sure I'm considering everything first. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what commander you need. What about from just my house over here? You are... okay, you're governing Marib, that's fine. You're not much, you're not much. You're governing... You're the one that's governing my capital. Okay. Spelta. What about homie with like the big lion head? Cause I'm willing to recruit him just for the looks. Yeah, this guy. Pure looks, nothing but looks, baby. Bam. Look at this Chad. Hell yeah. Very cool. And replacing him gave the army more movement range. What? Wait, really? How did we accomplish that? I don't know. But I'm very okay with it. Free movement, baby. Hell yeah. I wonder if you can just... I wonder if that's a bug that you can take advantage of. I don't know. Either way, we'll bring you up here. How fast are these again? They're just 2 speeds. 2-speed pikes, okay. Alright, and we can replace our elephants also. Yeah, let's get rid of these elephants. And we will flesh ourselves out with 3 Syrian elephants, I think? No, just 2. We can only have 2 right now. Okay, that's fine. So we have a max of 4 Syrian elephants then. Okay. That is fine. We might get more when we do something. I don't know. Maybe these other buildings... yeah, these also give us Syrian elephants. They might increase our amount we're allowed to have. Maybe. That'd be nice. So which one gives me more wealth? Trade settlement, that would make more sense. Yeah. Anything to build here, anything to build here, anything to build here. Yes. Just upgrade these mindlessly because I really don't need to think about them that at this point we have the money. Have money, will spend. Ain't that the truth? Okay. Do I want those new swords? Not yet. I haven't committed, fully committed to the idea that I'm not going to replenish those units eventually. They may still, you know, be able to be replenished over time. It's just Zero would have to sit in the same city for 2 or 3 turns, and most of these cities need to really replenish their supply lines, and, you know, we're just not quite there. No rain or fog, please. I need it to be hot, hot, hot. You can see the heat waves. Okay, this is the best place to handle this kind of fight. Again, they're gonna rush everything out because I'm shooting the hell out of them. I think what it is, I've been trying to confirm this for ages, but I think it's when I can shoot their general wherever he's positioned inside the city, they decide to rush out, as if we're artillery. Because they'll do the same thing if you have artillery that can reach the general, and I've noticed sometimes if you push it up, the artillery up, as soon as it touches where the general could be hit, they just like go ham on you. We will use these units to hold the front this time. Oh, these Syrians have a totally different formation. Band of warriors from the nearest who are willing to offer their spears in return. So they don't use a like a close packed kind of phalanx like formation, huh? It's a different training rank. That's interesting that these would have expert charge defense, and these disciplined Assyrian infantry would not have expert charge defense. And these are also lighter. So I'm not sure what the logic is behind what has charge defense and what doesn't. For the uninitiated, expert charge defense is basically it's more like a charge reflective. So if cavalry hits anywhere on this unit, I think including from the back, the charge bonus that is applied to the cavalry that's attacking them or the unit that's attacking them will instead be reflected as damage back onto the attacker. So it is incredibly powerful. You cannot touch units like that have that trait. If I see it, I will not touch them with cavalry ever, because they'll just melt it. I've chosen to do my missile organization differently for some reason this round. Don't know why. That's okay. Let's actually move the archers a little further back this time. They don't need to be that close. And then they can have their skirmish on without fear of having issues of, you know, not like running away too early. Don't want them to do that. Have our elephants towards the front to be spooky. I guess we'll... Chariots are basically useless in city battles, and we're doing a lot of city battles, so we'll just kind of group all these together, because I kind of select them by group type anyways, which is one of the reasons I focus on having very homogeneous armies I can quickly command, because I can just double tap them and click them, and it just works. Okay. Hoplites, hoplites, hoplites. There go the arrows. Pew, pew, pew. She says they're wheat to be harvested. My god. Oh, also with a bigger gap like this, I can fit my infantry right there. In between the 2 units. Have them ready to assist as needed. Now 3 hoplites, they could maybe reach our lines before my men retreat. Maybe. They're certainly draining out as expected, as they do. Let's move the elephants up, they can help. I don't know what range they have exactly. What do they have, by the way? Do they have archers on these ones? Yeah, those look like archers to me. They have the pouches. Jeez. I just see the blood spatters from here. It is unfortunate if you have these painted warriors on fire at will. Of course, they do fire also at, you know, units that are running away, which sucks. I wish that was not a feature. Like, if a unit is shattered, I really feel like I should have to specifically tell them to fire on them if I want them dead. They will still automatically, if there are 2 units in range and 1 is shattered and 1 is alive, they will prioritize the one that is not shattered, so that's good at least. It's not like it's completely broken or anything, it's just like a mild irritation. Something you can deal with if you're paying attention. It can mean the difference between victory and defeat in some battles, though. Just having all of the ammunition go into the units that it should be hitting. And as you have seen before, I mean, they're having trouble even getting to us. We just have so much to throw at them. No, yeah, I'm doing five archers per army. I'd forgotten my, my template that I had set up. Alright. Most of my painted warriors are out of ammunition. Time for my Assyrians to put in some works. Show us their chops. These elephants are indeed getting kills. Yeah, they're getting plenty. And there's army losses. Lost 11 there. Yeah, we did not sufficiently stop that archer unit. Either of these archer units. It's true, I was paying attention to the infantry. The infantry was being a little more aggressive than it had been in past battles, but again, the AI just does this thing where they just drain out of the city into my men when they would be much better suited just trying to hold on. Hang out around a corner or something. I mean, but they had no chance anyway, so I guess, you can only be thankful that the AI doesn't make it such a pain in the ass to kill them every single time with all of these small city battles, I guess. It's not like they could really make it all that better on themselves. Might as well make it easy on me, right? Alright, another level of Imperium. Well, I think the first thing we want to do is probably put a new sage over in Antioch or in Syria. Not in Syria, in Mesopotamia, sorry. Mesopotamia seems to have more issues with public order and stuff. Culture conversion would be good. Land unit would be meh. Public order with public order and games edict isn't bad because I might be using that here. Yeah, let's get that culture conversion. Okay. Yeah, we'll have you activated next turn. It is not summer yet. This turn is still going. The turn that never ended. Okay. Just looking at those numbers real quick. Okay, 0 with another level. Even more fear. Minus 15% morale for all enemy units is ridiculous, and I love it. She has room for 2 more skills. Total. We can finish out your proven leader, I guess, this time. I still don't know if that'll actually give her anything. As I've stated before, I've been told there are limits. And after a certain point, you just get capped. I don't know if that's true or not. I assume it would be. Ooh, 4% shots per minute for all units. Even more power to my archers. Improve your intellectual trait. I don't know if I care about that or not at the moment. For zeal, map movement when admiral. Replenishment rate is good. Authority and gravitas is good. Better elephants? Yeah, there will be a time when those are crucial. We almost hold those in our army as like emergency tanks or something. We use them if it's an emergency. Alright. Think we don't have much else to worry about here. Are you guys getting taxed? You shouldn't be getting taxed. Not yet. You guys getting taxed. Antioch is getting taxed. They're not providing any significant income, so let's focus on them being happy before we focus on being taxed. Am I running my taxes super low? I am running my taxes super low. Yeah, this is the income we have when we're not even bothering to try to tax people. Here's the income we have once we start actually taxing. Yeah. We are fine financially, okay? Okay. We don't gotta worry about that stuff. It's just too good. Cappadocian hired lancers. I like those. But there's not enough of them for me to recruit. However, we will end the turn after we do levels and edicts. You come with a level. Nice. I think that's from my tech research in this tree, maybe? I don't actually know. I don't know why he came out with more levels. Probably a building or something. So let's start going you down towards public order and culture conversion. And then we'll have you go down the agriculture paths for money. Industry is probably fine, but tax rate is better. we'll have you get some... I don't care about all this stuff, really. I mean, yeah, if anyone tries to assassinate you, I guess kill them. But public order is more important right now. Yeah. Can't patrol, can't improve the public order too much in this region. Let's send my spy out, though. See if there's any information I can glean in this area. This is probably undefended. Honestly, almost all of this is probably almost completely undefended or completely undefended. Okay. I think we're in good shape pretty much across the board. You know, we still have some public order issues here, but nothing insanely bad. Nothing that really warrants immediate attention. Mesopotamia is absolutely in the worst shape right now, but I think we can get it under control relatively soon. The bleeding is going to stop next turn with the conquest penalty. Where do I own another province that is not Edict? Probably Palmyra. Oh, right. Duh. Well, yeah. Makes perfect sense. Let's just... More public order. Survive. Another Edict. Okay. Anywhere that's better that I haven't done already? Could do an edict over here. How much income are you guys making over here? Organized by income. I'm not even taxing a lot of places. I should be taxing these. Jeez. Wait, what? That's not displaying correctly. That's fine. That makes sense. This can start being taxed. Hopefully that starts displaying correctly next turn. That might not immediately change. Is that actually how that works? No, it should update instantly. It's not, though. Okie dokie. Maybe they're not giving me anything yet. It doesn't seem right somehow. I guess we'll see. I was gonna try to, you know, make sure I had edicts on my most important places, but apparently I can't. Ethiopia. Oh, look at all those warriors I could recruit. It's really a shame because I think this region could probably be a lot more profitable, but it's just not really worth it yet. Nabatea says it's only making 70 bucks. That doesn't sound right. That seems like BS. Some of these stats are not reporting correctly. Arabia Magna. Yeah, here. You have taxes then. Okay. See if that stuff corrects itself. Well, even if I can't see it, I think I'm still getting money behind the scenes based on how much money I'm getting in general. Come one, come all. Someone give me a challenge. I wouldn't mind fighting the armies of Pergamon or some of the Greek states before we fight Rome, just because they have very heavy militaries, very infantry focused. I don't know how well my skirmishy armies would perform against them. You know, if they have like 16 to 20 hoplites, my arrows, eventually I'm going to run out of arrows before I kill them. And then we have issues. That's where basically the rest of the army comes in. That's why this army, like, these armies aren't as good for sieges, right? They have chariots and elephants and, you know, a lot of fairly high level of cavalry and skirmishers and all that stuff, and it's not really ideal for sieges. But it's going to perform a lot better against a less flexible army we meet in the field, and I'm kind of eating the income loss to be prepared for that. Jack of all trades armies, if you will. I was worried they were going to do this. So they've moved into Seleucia, I think. And they are out of supplies. So they're going to eat themselves into extinction. And here's the problem. I can reach them, but I'm also going to starve. Foraging for food. Unless it's just a hot summer. Which I don't think it is because we would also be taking attritional losses. This is, I guess this is actually more supply loss than food loss, because I'm surprised we're not actually out of food, because we're not. And we are actually out of food here. We're not. Arabia might be having a hot summer. We need to disband this army, though. Hey, these forces aren't needed anymore. Let's get rid of these. They're very angry from the raiding, I think. Yeah, raiding. Oh, there's actually damage. Did an event happen that I missed? I don't know. I don't know. My lord. Probably something happened I forgot about. Alright. Some rank up in Palmyra. I really just care about happiness, honestly, for now. Let's look at my construction report. We had some buildings finished that I would like to get addressed. You can be a rank 3 building. Yep. Some temples finishing up. Let's keep upgrading those. You need your temple, and you need your grain, and give it some commerce, or I guess even more agriculture, maybe. Commerce and temple, upgraded building. Okay. That gets us started. Can Seleucia defend itself? 18 units against 23 units. We have the advantage of city walls plus the general himself. They would have 3 ladders and be able to take the walls quite easily. I think just barely we can't defend ourselves here. It's kind of tough. It's kind of a tough position because I can't march my army up to deal with it. They would just starve. So I'm going to hire a couple mercenaries, and I will hire some very, very basic spearmen. Mesopotamian levies. And they're going to have to make do. I'm not sure why we're dying. It might just be a hot summer. Yeah, okay. It's just extreme drought. What about over here? Just a regular summer. Okay. So, likely that's not displaying quite correctly, and they're going to starve, like, this upcoming turn, and that's why it says they're starving. Karax is definitely not starving. And in fact, we're going to take Susa this turn as well. So let's grab that. Can we reach Gore? Hang on. Yeah, we can reach Gore as well. Dang. That has 18 defense. This has an unknown amount of defenses. Okay. Not super helpful. Question is really how I want to loop my armies around and deal with everything. Hopefully there's not an extreme drought in this region. Let's set foot into the province real quick just to check. No extreme drought. Okay, good. And that does change our options for how we can attack, so let's just grab Susa then. Susa does have defenses, unlike what my spy seems to think. They're going to sally to fight on the field. Okie dokie. My chariots and stuff are actually going to be useful now. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so they have 2 cavalry units. Let's just get a good look at them. Then we'll start thinking about how to commit. So cavalry on the flanks, just one each. It's just a garrison cavalry. It's not going to be that important. I think we probably do guerrilla deploy. And what I'm thinking is we do kind of a hollow center where we have some of our guerrilla units deploying on the left, some of them deploying on the right. Basically, specifically to counter how their cavalry is positioned. I want to nuke their cavalry if it comes at either of these formations without taking too many casualties. So I really want to focus against the cavalry because nothing else can challenge me. And then we have our center gets filled up by the infantry as they come in. So we're going to have them in a nice wide formation like this. And since they have hoplites, I mean, those could end up being a problem foreseeably, so we'll put some Red Sea hoplites in the back to support the infantry. Ready to support as needed. Group those together. Group you together. Group you together. We'll have you in guard mode, but not on rally or whatever. What's the word? Skirmish. Won't have you on skirmish mode because I don't want you retreating from anything needlessly. I gotta control that myself and do a good job of doing that. So we will put my quilted cataphracts and my elephants on the same side, I suppose. Gotta put them somewhere. And we'll put our Mesopotamian cavalry and our chariots on the right. How fast are the chariots? They're the same speed. We'll do something like this. And that'll pretty much position everyone up to get their surrounds off as needed. General can be just way back here chilling out playing Nintendo. And let's select everyone I need moved up at the beginning. Let's just start moving them up. And of course my painted warriors and my archers are going to be hidden at the beginning, so that they don't technically know where these are. They'll figure it out, I'm sure. Got some wild elephants running around. They are fast. Finally getting some non-city action, but I don't think it's going to help them any. Might help them a little bit than sending them at my armies piecemeal, though. Our aim is true. Let's move some archers up. Make sure to angle them against the cavalry. That's the priority at the beginning here. Let's sort of link up. Now that my archers are starting to get in range, that's freaking the AI out. That's pretty standard behavior from the AI. They tend to react as soon as you get into range. Okay, so they're sending a skirmisher and their entire cavalry force against my skirmishers. That is fine, that's what I want. Ditto on the right flank. I think we'll be able to handle that just fine, just fine. They're going to try to move that cavalry for a juke. Looks like they kind of tried to dodge that javelin shot, and then they changed their minds. They're going to change their minds again. And that cavalry's about done. And this one, yeah, didn't even get close. Look at that. I'm actually going to turn projectile trails on because in a field battle it starts mattering a lot more where those projectiles are going. Now we can start working on these. Let us start getting the cavalry around the flanks to deal with any archers. And I'm gonna start collapsing the infantry in because I don't need them to support any. I don't need them to support any archers that get caught out of position now. The archers are gonna be fine. Archers can just start picking away, and cavalry will start doing its job as well. Move my painted warriors around here. And we've got a pretty good envelopment going already. Alright, goodbye archers. I win there. Finally some contact. Of course, we vastly outnumber these, so not expecting a whole lot here. Let's put these in a group lock mode. Just give them an attack order, and these hoplites will just figure out someone to attack on their own, which is what I want right now. Did it with the cavalry at this point. Good luck. Find someone to kill before my infantry takes too many losses. Down to 290 right there. It's probably my painted warriors shooting them, honestly. No, actually not. Well, they aren't going to last much longer here. Routes are already coming. Stop my archers. That's army losses right there. Pretty sure. Or it's about to be. Yep, there it is. Alright. By the numbers, practically. We did lose 50 men in this swordsman unit here. But 68 against 2,800 in the field. Not a bad win in my book. A little army drill for you. Little battles like that really are just a good chance to try wielding your creation in the field and see how it works out. The big weakness with this army is there's a few weaknesses, right? There is the fact that, you know, part of the army has the guerrilla deployment and part of it doesn't, so part of the army has to catch up with another segment of the army. And then you also have that my swordsmen are slower than, or faster than my hoplites, so there's a bit of a desync there too, where the components of my army may not be catching up to each other. And then the other part is the chariots are really out of sync with all of the other roles that the forces have. They're not, like, they don't have really a defined position as to what they're supposed to be doing. Really, they just end up rolling with the other cavalry forces, which is not really ideal, because preferably I would just have more cavalry do that role. So I may replace those chariots with maybe some more hired cavalry at some point, like, for example, Persian hired lancers. 13 attack and 5 defense, huh? Very low defense. Very, very low defense. 45 armor is incredible. Better than the quilted cataphracts. 7 speed, a little slower than either the quilted cataphracts or the hired cavalry, but better, just a better fit for the army than these chariots, I think. So I'm gonna get them. There we go. We have 8 cavalry, 6 hoplites, 8 swords, 10 archers, 5 javelins, 2 elephants. The elephants, again, stand out as something that's a little strange because, you know, we don't always get to use them very well. But they are so powerful in their own right that you just want them. They're just good. All right, let's take care of Iconian real fast. Same story. Hopefully you guys aren't getting tired of these sort of quick city battles, but, you know, you got to do them no matter what faction you play. It's just part of Rome Total War. It's just part of most Total War games, honestly. It's okay. It's a good, again, these are good chances to practice wielding your forces. And we're learning things, right? You know, for example, one of the things we've learned is, hey, maybe make a bigger gap between your archers and your javelins so that your infantry can live there and be happy there, instead of kind of getting overwhelmed and plugged into each other, as they do sometimes. We'll still put all our cavalry over here, I suppose. Minus the elephants. Minus the elephants. They can live over here and be happy. General can be over here. Baggage train, whatever. Okay. And you can be on skirmish mode, but you can't. Okay, sounds good. This time you'll be able to see all of the arcs going in because I've turned that on. And as before, they're probably just going to kind of drain out against us. And it will go as expected. Hey, they have some cavalry this time. Maybe those cavalry will actually hit. They probably will. They'll probably hit, but rout very quickly afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Let's make sure we're focusing here and not shooting my own men too much, because some of those arrows will go into the wrong targets, and I'm pretty sure they already have a little bit. Not sure what you're doing there. That's not what I ordered you to do. Looks like we're actually gonna need our melee forces this time. Let's get them set up. Switch to that target. Now my painted warriors are opening up again. Yep. Switch to the general. He should go down very quickly. 3 volleys did it. We're actually going to run out of ammunition here. How about that? I didn't really do anything about their archers. That's okay. Here, we'll have our swordsman maybe give the rest of the ammo. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay. We lost a few men there. Yep, a lot of that was friendly fire from my archers shooting down into my painted warriors, trying to get those cavalrymen off of them. Probably would have been better to just leave that to the cavalry. Or not to the cavalry, to the painted warriors. I think they could have warded them off on their own. The painted warriors are a little tougher than you would think, them being javelin fighters and all that. I think technically in the games, in the mods listings of like units, I think they're counted as like medium infantry or something. We'll have to check. But I mean, we've seen them ward off infantry attacks just fine before, or at least hold their ground against infantry attacks far longer than would be expected of this type of unit. They ain't bad. They ain't bad. They come from second-class populations, like they better be decent. Coming from second class is expensive. Okay. This army is still in fighting form though, in good condition to be able to do some damage. Let's see, how far along am I in the episode? One sec. Oh yeah, we're pretty much already over time. We're at 42 minutes, so I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.